Hey, you, and welcome to Daily Weird News, your number one source for strange and funny news stories. I'm Shay.
I'm Sunny.
And you won't believe today's story. Today's story is about chicanery.
Oh,
treachery.
Treachery.
Oh, I wouldn't say treachery.
Okay.
Just trickery.
Trickery. I like trickery.
Yep. Somebody was using a skeleton as his little passenger in the carpool lane in Houston, Texas. Only in Texas. That's it. That's the story. There's nothing more to add.
I am just picturing the skeleton in the passenger seat, and it's making me laugh.
Well, see, what made me laugh is how the sheriff addressed this. Let me just
bring it on.
Read what the sheriff said. He said, they said, "We know Halloween's just around the corner, but when Constable Ted Heap's toll road deputies saw this vehicle in the carpool lanes, they had a feeling in their bones that something wasn't right."
You get it?
Get it? Their deputies saw right through the ruse and issued the driver a bona fide citation.
They're doing more puns than me. Good Lord.
After a sternum lecture,
wow.
Deputies wished him bon voyage. This is the real story.
They picked all the meat off of that story.
Off the bones.
That was what I was getting at. Yeah. All right.
Meat off the bones, though?
Yeah,
you said meat off the story.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say meat off the bones.
Meat off the bones would have been a better wordplay, though.
Don't judge me.
This is the real news story. Is that somebody working at that constable station is a freaking genius.
Yes.
And missed their calling as a satirist.
Yes.
Satirist?
Yes.
Someone who does satire.
A satirist. A Satanist.
Okay, that's the real story, is that someone has missed their calling.
Yeah, he found so many bone puns. I'm impressed because you know I'm a pun looker. I love to look for a good pun.
You love puns.
He found all of them. He took all of them out of this. We may as well end the show now because I don't got no puns.
There's nothing left to say.
Yeah. There's
if
no
you say something now, it'll just seem like you're copying them.
Yeah, or I'm trying to outdo them, and it's like I don't want to get in a duel with this obvious genius of comedy whoever wrote that constable that wrote that
Sorry,
up.
I didn't mean. I just slammed you.
That's fine. You had to.
That's how you know the story is good, when I'm messing up the stories and when my hair is going all crazy.
Yeah, we almost seen your skull bone.
Yeah.
Because your wig almost came off the show.
My wig almost shivered off. Yeah, that's how strong and powerful these words were. This wordsmith over there.
I cannot get over just the visual of some guy driving down the highway with a skeleton in the passenger seat, dressed up, because you know he put clothes on it.
It had a hat on.
I swear, I'm not making this up. I was about to say that. I was like, I bet he had a cowboy hat on this damn skeleton. Cap. Oh, he should have went full cowboy hat. They might not have caught on to him.
Yeah, they may not have.
You know what? I'm in full support of this guy. I've been on many roads where then, traffic is at a dead stop on the highway, and then you look over at the HOV lane and they're just flying. And I'm like,
what does HOV stand for?
HOVA? Jay-Z? I have no clue. HOV, high occupancy vehicle. There it is. You have to, yes. It took me a second to remember. You have to have a bunch of people in the vehicle. See, I'm smart. I know things. I've been to school.
You said it meant H to the is, O, V to the V.
Yeah.
Is A.
Yes, V to the is A. For shizzle, my pal.
Yes. I would not have accepted anything else.
But I've seen it so many times where I've been sitting in traffic by myself and I look over and the HOV lane is just flying and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a mannequin or some kind of blow-up doll that I could put in this HOV lane. Or you.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing is, to qualify for HOV, you just need one other person in your car.
Yeah. You just have to be... Yeah, you can't be a single driver in that lane.
Well, then how is it any faster than any of the other lanes? There's got to be like millions of people that have one other person in the car. I feel like it should be 4 people. You have to have 4 people to get in the car.
I don't know the amount. I'm sure there's different rules for different roads, but
If there's not, I'm gonna push for some legislation.
yeah, and it's like
challenging that.
I'm not. I don't mind the police folk out there. You know, I'm a pal. I support the good men in blue.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna pull me over because I am one person in the HOV lane, you're an ass.
No, you know what? I disagree with you. You got to enforce that rule. Otherwise, people would just be using it all willy-nilly. You have to be strict.
You should let them use it willy-nilly because I pay my taxes. All right, the same
No.
thing with those toll roads where they're like, oh, you can drive on this road, or if you pay us, you can drive on that road. And it's like, I already paid taxes.
Yeah.
All right, I already paid for the road.
Yeah.
All right, I paid a $3.6 million last year in taxes. I should be able to ride in whatever darn lane I feel
But
like.
if you paid extra to go into the express lane, like you're talking about, then you would be really pissed off if you saw other people in there and they hadn't paid their extra toll.
What I'm saying is they shouldn't have to pay neither. If you're going to make a new road that you already paid for with our tax money, you shouldn't be able to charge us to drive on said road.
Okay, but then how are you going to weed people out so that you have a lane that goes super fast? It's just going to turn everything into one big giant highway.
Man,
You either
so
have
be it.
one big giant highway, or you can have one big giant highway with a way that you can go faster. And I'm sorry, I think saying you have to have 4 people to drive in this special lane is not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. You either find 3 other people to ride with you, or you STFU.
Are you stuff?
Yeah, STFU.
Yeah, I vehemently disagree with your stance there, and I'm going to be contacting our attorney tomorrow.
Well, you can. If you're going to divorce me over this?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll tell you that. That's going to be one less person in your car for your drive-through lane.
Good
luck getting in the HOV lane.
I'm going to get me one of them skeletons from like that guy, from my guy there.
You end up being in the news.
Yes. I respect it, though. I don't care. I'm on team mannequin or skeleton in your car.
See, but mannequin is a lot less... I don't know. I feel like a mannequin is more believable.
Yeah.
It's less ridiculous to me if it's a mannequin, because at least it's like it looks like a person. You really have to be looking in there deep to realize that it's not a person. But a skeleton, that's really easy. Come on, that's lazy. That's a poor man's con. Yeah, is the skeleton.
I'm down for it either way, or mannequin, skeleton, blow up doll, whatever you got to do to get in that lane and get home on time. I support it. That guy's a hero to me.
Yeah, well, I disagree. I think he's lazy. Well, I think he's lazy and a fraudster, and I'm glad he got caught.
Well, I guess you got a real bone to pick with him.
Oh, see, you found one.
You
found one.
8 minutes. And I found one, finally. Yes.
You found one. Anything else?
No, I love that guy. That's all.
What do you guys think? Who's right? Am I right? I mean, I'm sure you probably think so.
No.
Go ahead and write that down in the comments if you agree with me. If you agree with Sunny, go ahead and not write that in the comments. No, you can write that in the comments. Let us know. We want to know who you think is right.
Yeah.
And
it's me, but enjoy.
Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and take it easy. Bye.